The third episode of Marvel's She-Hulk Attorney at Law has a pretty important ending that definitely shows you that the future of this series is going to be shrouded in mystery and has a lot more coming at us over the course of the 6 episodes, and how exactly it puts She-Hulk at the center of a major plot going forward, not just for her own show, but the entire MCU. During the course of the third episode of She-Hulk, we see a lot of mentions of how Jen/She-Hulk is now in the news, and there's always reports about her, what exactly is going on, how is she involved with one thing or another, is it true she's having relations with the Abomination, and all these things that people just kind of make up. So throughout the episode, there's hints that maybe she should get ahead of this and officially, give her side of the case personally to the world, present her case on a national level, aka going on the news and talking about it. Now, if you guys would like our full thoughts on this, we are going to cover this in the actual audio commentary, so if you're a member, check it out on the Avenger level, because there's a lot to talk about in regards to this. But what I will say, what I really enjoyed is at the end of the episode, there's a lot more going on than meets the eye, because as she's went on the news, as she's done her report, she's going home and everything, and we see that she ends up having to confront a bunch of villains who have Asgardian weapons. Now, throughout this episode, we actually see another Asgardian that's part of the B-plot, which I'll talk about elsewhere, because it doesn't really fit this, is that you essentially have an Asgardian-powered version of the Wrecking Crew. And we end up seeing that they attacked her, not just because of a random attack, it's because they're actually working for somebody trying to get Jen's blood. Now, again, if you've been keeping up with everything going on and, what they're saying, a Hulk's blood looks like it's going to be very valuable. If you can get your hands on it, well, you're probably going to have a pretty good monetary gain. And also, whoever ends up getting that blood is probably going to have something sinister and some evil plans in terms of making their own Hulk. Now again, you could just take a pick as to who'd be interested in this, especially in the MCU, considering everybody's trying to do something or make their own version of a superhero or the Avengers, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they pull this off and what they do with it, if they ultimately end up getting a sample of her blood, which I think they will, because they're leaning heavily into being able to do something like that, and more than likely test her strength and somehow tie this into whatever's going to happen with, World War Hulk eventually. So overall, a lot of stuff happening in here, a pretty big ending scene to end the episode on, with the implication that there's a lot more sinister things going on. Overall, another great episode.